Now let us take a look at the news making headlines across the world from South Africa. 8 people were killed Monday in an explosion at a munition factory near Cape Town in South Africa. Local residents reported that nearby houses shook from a blast, which sent a plume of white smoke into the air above the Rheinmetall Denel plant in Somerset West when it erupted at 3:45 p.m.
Hy was op die oomblik was hy paroot wanneer en om so van 'n mens weggeneem te word as hy lekker.
The Rheinmetall Denel company confirmed the incident but gave no details on fatalities.
We are not able to access the site at this point in time. It is not safe yet. Safe means that we are looking at all the possibilities around, like the falling stones, the rocks, the propellant which could be still in the explosives, and heat, which was tremendous.
The joint German-South Africa company said it makes munitions and explosive products for the South African military and police and international clients. RDM is 51% owned by Rheinmetall Defense in Germany and 49% by South Africa's Denel.
We are deeply sad about what happened here, and we came here to give support to the families who are really traumatized and the communities out there.
Crossing over to the US, they are the world's most recognizable shoes, but have somehow evaded detection for 13 years since being stolen from a Minnesota museum. But on Tuesday, the ruby red slippers worn by Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz came home again. U.S. authorities announced they had recovered the famous sequined shoes, one of 4 pairs worn by Judy Garland in the 1939 American classic film. The shoes were snatched in the dead of night in 2005 from a shattered glass case at the Judy Garland Museum in the late actress's birthplace of Grand Rapids, Minnesota. The $1 million reward had been offered for their return, but the culprit and the fate of the shoes had remained a mystery. Authorities shed little light on what happened to the shoes, telling reporters only that they had recovered the famous pair and that there were multiple suspects.
You'll all get your shots, I guarantee it, and we won't pack it up until you all are pretty good. So.
They unveiled the shoes, which appeared to be in good condition in a glass case. The Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of American History in Washington, which has another pair of Dorothy slippers on display, authenticated the recovered pair. And let's close with China. Chinese and African officials on Tuesday rejected criticism of Beijing's debt-laden overseas development projects as they wrapped up a summit that included a new $60 billion, which is about 224 trillion shillings, assistance pledge for the continent. President Xi Jinping hosted African leaders from across Africa amid criticism that his country's Belt and Road Global Trade Infrastructure project is worsening debt problems in some countries. Senegal's President Macky Sall, whose country took over the co-chairmanship of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation (FOCAC) for the next 3 years, say the relationship between China and African countries is under control.
Tout ce que nous faisons avec la Chine, et j'insiste là-dessus, est parfaitement maîtrisé, y compris le volet financier, le volet de la dette. Nous ne devons pas avoir la conscience perturbée par les critiques faites sur la nature de nos relations avec la Chine.
In his closing remarks, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa assured increase in Africa's value exports to China.
We agreed to work hard to increase Africa's value-added exports to China. And we are particularly pleased that President Xi and the government of the People's Republic of China is quite open and they welcome this development.
He also called on for the two sides to work to balance trade relations, noting that Africa exports raw materials to China, while Chinese factories send finished products back to the continent. For his part, Xi Jinping said the summit opened a new chapter in the history of China-Africa relations. And that was the news across the globe.
会议顺利完成了既定目标。中非领导人在所有重大问题上都达成了重要共识，发出了共同声音。北京峰会取得圆满成功，收获的是沉甸甸的成果。